That was perfect, dude. You fucked it up. You fucked it up, man.
I ain't fucking nothing.
It was a perfect start. We had the perfect podcast starting, and Zach fucked it up.
I'm just the fucking fuck up, I guess. All right, so what's up, guys?
Tell them who you are.
I'm Zach.
What's up? It's Bren, Master Transformation Mentor. It's the Ultaman podcast. How to become the ultimate man, get more girls, make more money, do whatever the fuck you want in life, and be an ultimate.
I thought it was quiet out here, bro.
I thought it was quiet out here too.
So this is the Ultaman podcast.
Zach wanted to record outside. I thought it was a bad idea. He convinced me it was a good idea. We now know that he was clearly wrong. So there's cars driving by. We're going to keep this thing going anyways because we had an interesting conversation, well, Zach did, that he wants to tell you about. And it's going to bring up a very interesting topic that starts with the C. And it's not the C word that you may be thinking of. So, Zach, tell him the story and let's get into this.
So, I don't know what C word you're talking about, but... So, I was talking to a buddy and he was telling me that, one of the biggest things that he had was when he was talking to meeting new girls, that he's been just struggling with. He keeps falling like the interview mode, where it's just like the same conversation every fucking time.
What was the question that you asked him?
I said, what's your biggest frustration and fear? And he said, I've been doing this shit for like 12 years, and literally just having the same conversations with girls over.
Doing what?
What's that?
Doing what for the past 12 years?
So he's been meeting different girls, going out to bars, approaching a couple of girls, and he's been stuck in this interview mode where, he's been meeting the girls. He'll go up and be like, oh, so he's not creative enough to be like, to say something different. He's just kind of just saying the same stuff, like, oh, where are you from? Like, what do you do?
Boring.
Like enough, the kind of conversation that puts you asleep, right? And the girl feels it, you feel it. It's just like it's not. No one's enjoying the conversation.
Yeah, you're bored of what you're saying. She's bored of you. Everyone's bored. It's just utter shit.
Yeah, it's just bullshit. So essentially, what I told him is that there's 3 different categories of girls. One category is the girls that are like DTF, which is like they're down. The other category is
down for fun.
Yeah, down to get freaky. Down to get freaky. The girls that are the maybes, and then the girls that are just like the flat out, just no, they don't like you. And you got to accept the fact that there are 3 categories, but the ones that are the interview mode girls, those are the ones that are the maybes. Those are the ones that are just like, they like you enough to have a conversation with you, but that they're not gonna, have sex with you, or nothing's gonna happen out of it. Maybe long term, if you like really put some time into it, maybe you could get something, but it's just not worth your time for the most part. So essentially, what I told him is, this is what you do when a girl's a maybe. It's no big deal if she doesn't like you, because then she just saves some time, right? And when you're out at the bar having fun, there's so many thousands of girls out that you have to be able to decide which girls are worth your time, which ones aren't. So essentially, what I told him to do is, next time you're in interview mode, question mode, just be like, look, go to the girl and say, hey, are you a good dancer? And then if she says yes, be like, okay, let's go dance. Pull away from her friends and then go dance with her, and then kind of like spark up like the emotions. If she says no, be like, okay, I'll teach you how to dance, and then pull her to the dance floor.
And what if it's not at nighttime? Like, say if it's during the daytime, what would you say to that?
Yeah, then you could be like, then you could just be like, yo, do you want to let's get coffee? Yeah, and then just try to bounce her around or move her around or whatever.
Yeah, or say let's hang out. Point being, move it forward.
Yeah, you have to move it forward, and like you have to risk it going bad, because like it's either like you. Because she knows what the fuck you want to do. She knows that you want to bang her. Like, she knows. There's no, like, the interview mode questions, it's not hiding it. There's no, it's not like, oh, like, I wonder if he wants to bang me. It's like, of course you want to fucking bang her. You're talking to her.
She knows guys want to get freaky.
Yeah, so it's like, dude, just, like, put it out there. If she's not into it, then just, it's totally cool. You just save some fucking time.
Yeah, see, the problem here is that you're scared to hear the word no, whereas we're not. We want to get to the no as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Because we have the realization of something they call abundance. And when you have the realization of this thing of which they call abundance, You're not afraid to hear no. You're not afraid to hear no because there's always more. So start embracing the idea that there is always more. There's always more. There's always more. There's always more. I'm going to give you a mantra or a mantra. I like to. It's better.
Ultimate mantra.
An ultimate mantra. Let's go with that. That's good. An ultimate mantra for you to say to yourself, or at least just to like accept the truth of. If you want to turn it into an affirmation, go for it. But either way, regardless, just accept this as something that's true. And the mantra goes like this. The world is filled with an abundance of exactly what it is that I desire with women. The world is filled with an abundance of exactly what it is that I desire with women. The world is filled with an abundance of exactly what it is that I desire with women. The world's filled, not like partially filled, not like sort of, like a ample supply. And there's plenty more of it, right? There's always more. Very simply put, there's always more. And not just more of girls, but more of the situations that are exactly what you desire. And that's really it.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is that
Zach likes to stand 20 feet away from the microphone.
The thing is, there really is such an abundance of women. Like, there really is. There's billions of people in this world. You don't have enough time to talk to enough women in this world. Like, your lifetime, you can't reach enough women in your lifetime. You cannot do it. So you have to embrace that fact and just hit up a bunch of them.
And this is one of those things that really is a self-fulfilling prophecy. Because if you embrace the idea that there's an abundance of women out there that want to talk to you just as much as you want to talk to them, you'll always eventually find girls that want to talk to you, that want to meet you, that want to hang out with you, that are not going to be these girls that like are bored or boring and just kind of you end up getting bored from and end up in interview mode with. There are girls out there, and plenty of them, that excite you, that inspire you. Like, I think about, like, the latest girl that I met. This girl inspires me. Like, as I'm texting her, as I'm thinking about her, like, when I'm hanging out inside of her, I'm, like, feeling inspired, you know? And I told her this. I actually told her this. I said, you've got me feeling inspired. And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I can't explain it, but it's something I've felt ever since we met. And that's the thing that's out there for you. That's the thing that I really, really want you to experience more and more of, is this type of situation where you find yourself with a woman or women that really make you feel inspired, where they're the exact type of girl that you want to be with.
So you'll hear a lot of guys be like, I just want every girl to be down. Or like, I just want to learn what to say so every girl is down. It's like, dude, that's not an abundance mindset. Because if you really think abundantly, it's like, some girls have boyfriends. Some girls just are flat out you're not their type. Some girls, it just doesn't matter. It's just, thing is, when there's abundance of women, you know that you can have the sex life you want anyway. So why do you need it to work with every girl? You just don't. You know, it's just like a lazy way of thinking. Like, I just want to go up to every girl and just hit it off every single time. It's like, I just want to learn the exact things to say, so every girl just works every time. It's like, dude, it's not gonna work.
Stop looking for perfection and start looking for fit. That's really the mindset shift there, right? Start looking for fit. You want to look for a goal match. Like, if you're out at nighttime, you're trying to meet girls, there's girls who are down for fun. There's girls who came out with the explicit intention of having a really fun night. And there's girls who aren't. You know, if you're out during the daytime, there's girls who are just going about their business and don't want to be talked to, just like maybe days that you've had where you're just going about your business. You want to, you know, get your grocery shopping in or whatever the fuck it is. And then there's some girls where they're having the kind of day where maybe they're not having the best day, and they'd love it for like a really cool guy to come along and put a smile on their face and give them some opportunity, you know? And I'm sure that there's been days where you've been like that, where you're like, oh, I'm not having the best day. You'd love it if a girl just kind of like came into your life randomly and showed up. Like, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing on both sides. So just sort of embrace this idea that fit is the path to abundance, right? Fit is the path to abundance.
Thing is that it's all about timing, right? So if you're the kind of guy that consistently go out and actually meet different girls and stuff like that, it's the law of averages. You'll meet one girl that's available. She just maybe broke it off with her man, and you're just there, the fucking dude at the bar. She's like, whatever, I'll give him a shot. And then that happens. If you keep going out, that happens consistently again and again and again. And it's pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm. Right type, right timing. Right type, right timing. Like, are you the right type for her? Is she the right type for you? Is it the right timing? Those two things, that's how you create the right fit. Make sure those two things are on point. So when you're meeting a girl, suss out those things. Like, specifically ask questions early on so you can determine whether or not she is the right type and if it is the right timing. I mean, there's been girls where it was like she was totally into me, I was totally into her, but it just wasn't the right timing for me. There wasn't like room in my life for her, or maybe the other way around. And that's fine, so you want to proceed accordingly. But instead of leaving this up to chance, which is what most guys do, and sort of figuring it out later, kind of getting distracted, getting swept up in the excitement of the meeting of the girl, like, keep this in mind, right? Realize that it's your responsibility, it's in your job description to suss out these things and determine whether or not she is the right type for you, you're the right type for her, and if it is the right or not the right timing.
Yeah. That's why it's just so important to just have just a steady flow of girls that you can actually
meet. Yeah, cool. And that'll do it.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Right on. Well, we really hope you've enjoyed listening to this one. We have definitely enjoyed doing it for you. This is the Ultaman Podcast, how to become the ultimate man, get more money, more girls, more whatever it is you want from life, and become the ultimate and best version of you.
Yeah, cool.
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 Leave us a comment. We'll comment back.